Hungary.
It's time for the body hop, boys.
Oh my god, I can do
Canada. The body hop.
Canada.
Oh boy, right, I'm calling it heavy rain. It's gonna be, isn't it? It's gonna be heavy rain. I can just tell.
Wizard Arab, back at it again. Gets his crystal ball out, gives it a rub, and knows exactly what is going to happen every single time. Welcome, guys, to Veloce Squad Sprint. This is episode number 3, and as you can tell by the title, we are not set for a good day, but we'll deal with that when we get there. 5 red lights, and away we go for the Veloce Squad Sprint, episode number 3. I couldn't even tell you what race this is. I think this is race number 7. Though that could be entirely wrong now. I filmed many episodes. Heading into turn 1, let's see if we can make a race of this. Heavy rain here at Hungary, and already there is a bit of a turn 1 pile-up. There was a Red Bull that went off. There was a McLaren that I think I touched on the run into turn 1 with overtaking the other Red Bull. Got Arab on our inside as well. That's a bit of a touch. Veloce James has gone spinning. Lots is happening. More so than what I can keep up with. So your eyes are going to have to do all the viewing. That's what I do anyway. I don't know what I was getting at with that. But anyway, it has been a pretty successful first lap. We move up into P6. I don't know where we started. I think it was like P10. So not a bad start for us so far. Up ahead, we've got Antonio Veloce. Let's see if we can get him up the inside into the chicane. And that is job done. However,
he has to give me the position. End of the story.
As Sebastian says, he has to give us a position because he cut the corner to keep that space. That position, that position, that position, that position. Tiametmarduk.exe has stopped working. Alright, 1 second. Okay, I think I'm good again. I've had a reset and I'm ready to go. Meanwhile, we got Sonic dive bomb us up the inside into that 3rd sector right-hander. And now that drops us a place to P7. We're having to go around the outside of that guy to try and not run into the back of him, much like I was doing to Antonio Veloce. But again, I get overtaken by another Salver up the inside just for leaving some space. And, well, that's 2 frustrating positions which I've given up. But let's see if we can follow these guys through. They are pretty fast anyway, so they could potentially clear the way for us. Possibly in this Grand Prix. We've got Sonic who's racing on 4G in this series of races. And you can probably tell a little bit the way that he was almost stepping side to side like a rugby player, trying to avoid the defenders. It literally is a bit like a battle zone out there, just trying to dodge all the other threats, and looks like he's doing that for the most part. The 2 brothers going side by side here, Hammer and Tong fighting very, very hard. If I was fighting my sibling, I would not be leaving them any space, and Sally just does pretty much just that. Oh.
Nice move. Good job.
Lovely. Fantastic. Amazing. Brilliant. Well done. I'm now P9. And looks like I'm going to lose this position as well while I try and get back up to speed. So, we were P6, we're now P10. Have to overtake a lot of the slower guys again, and that's kind of screwed over our race pretty hard there. Next up, we've got the official FNG. Let's see if we can overtake. Oh my goodness, he's lagging. Oh my goodness, he's lagging, and we're going to have to overtake this guy ASAP. I don't want to get caught up behind him and spin out, or even worse, oh, I don't know, run into the back of him and get a penalty and spin out. But let's see what we can do. Following him through this fast left-hander, he's done just that. We've spun out. Exactly the worst case scenario. We've dropped now to pretty much last. And what was looking like a pretty promising Grand Prix has turned to absolute shite. Well done. Last place, pretty much. Well, you get no points, so it may as well be last place, but there we go. Photon wins the Grand Prix. Sally, who was fighting with us before our incidents, gets P2. I don't know, man. That Grand Prix could have been so much more. On to the next one.
I did not see Danny once. He was invisible. I was P4 in that race. I don't know where Danny was.
What?
Danny did not exist for me.
Second to last corner, you were like side by side, like hitting each other, like when I look back.
No, nothing there.
What?
He was defensive, and I was like, why is he not defensive for?
I can't. wait to see this. What?
Nothing. Like, I did not even know Danny was in the battle. Like, I thought it was me versus you versus Don Eden. I did not even see Danny once.
What a game. Esports ready.
Esports ready indeed. What can you say about that? That is absolutely ridiculous. But now we're off to the Canadian Grand Prix. We have some dry weather conditions, which should hopefully promote some better racing. But the jury's still out on that one. 5 red lights and away we go for this Canadian Grand Prix. It's P9 for us, so we've moved up a place. We've been overtaken in the championship, I believe. Heading into turn 1. Well, we've been tangled up with a McLaren. Again, oh, there's Arav, not Jarav. Jarav is the name of Arav and his future girlfriend's name joined together. Anyway, we gave Arav a bit of a wave, a bit of a hello, as we were stopped there, gazing into each other's eyes. What fun times in this Canadian Grand Prix. I don't think we've ever done that before, but there's a first for everything, it seems. Anyway, ended up the first lap. You can see we're on the back of Ayrton Veloce, despite the mishap of turn 1. We're actually relatively close to the mid-pack, which is nice. So let's get this move done quickly. Let's get this move done effectively and focus on the... Oh dear. Oh dearie me indeed. I have just taken myself out. I cannot believe that. I went in way too deep, way too fast. And, well, just completely screwed myself over there. Here's the battle between myself and Primero. Quite understandably, giving us a bit of a weave on the straight there, given that we did... I think we touched him in Hungary, and then we touched him in turn 1 at this corner, at this track as well. So, I mean, I don't blame him. He goes back up the inside here into turn 1. And I'm just coming back at him. I've been left no space at turn 2, and somehow he's been spun out. This game is amazing. It really is. I thought PC was decent for lag. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Ayrtono has a bad moment through the final corner. We're gonna seize that opportunity up the inside, and that is P10 for us. What a shocking set of races we've had. Hungary getting taken out, no points there, and then today, well, I think you can probably blame that on my over-eagerness. I'm willing to accept that. That was all me. I get P7 somehow. How did I get P7? How many people had penalties in front of me?
Best moment in the race. Joe cut across turn 1 and taking a Red Bull out.
I see you using the track limits too.
Yeah, the good old bunny hop came in handy.
I have a few screenshots. You are exposed.
Or if we need fucking words, mate. Jesus. My God.
What can I say? My bunny hop was more powerful than yours.
You're fucking kidding me! I didn't know James had penalties!
Everyone had fucking penalties.
Fuck!
2 tenths behind him. No.
I backed off like 4th lap because it's like 4-second gap.
Oh, that's really unlucky. So Flying Finn misses out on winning the Grand Prix due to backing off and misses out by 2 tenths. Formula Danny has enough evidence to file a first-class lawsuit on him and his career. Meanwhile, for us, we gained so many positions out of all the penalties. I think James took to the pit exit to gain a whole bunch of positions. I'm not too sure on that one. You'll have to clarify that. But away we go here for the final race of this episode. This is the Austrian Grand Prix, and I'll be looking to make some amends and gain even more points back in the championship. It's not been a great day, and if anything, I just want to have a nice, clean race where nothing happens, and I can get myself a top 5. That would be absolutely lovely. Last episode last week, I got many podiums and a 7th place, and today I've just been a shadow of my former self, and it looks like that's continuing here through turn 3 actually. Just getting pinballed off of the Saltung brothers, I think, and someone else. Might have been Veloce James. It's just no one's fault. It's just we're packed in like sardines here in this series. The faster guys at the back, the slower guys at the front. It's just a recipe for disaster, and it seems like I'm not getting the rub of the green, it seems. Someone's been forced off. That's Stormy, gets forced back onto the track, and I think he's pinballed Arav off the circuit. No, actually, it was Primero. He's got Primero. Now it's 3 wide for myself, Isa, and someone else. I don't even know. Oh my goodness, James. It was James who was on the outside. He's done the under and over on me, and somehow he's in P. I don't even know what position he's in. There's too much going on right now. It was 4 wide down the straight, if you didn't notice, by the way. Because he's in P8. How is he in P8? I am bamboozled as to how much momentum he got off the final 2 corners. That was insane. Move of the race. I don't care what happens from here on in. To Veloce James. That was incredible. Arav, not Jarav. Fuck it. Jarav. Dive bombs us up the inside into turn 3. Isa gets us back. I'm quite clearly frustrated because I've lost 2 places and good ground there with the Flying Finn. And now it looks like I'm probably going to lose touch with him in this Grand Prix, and it's going to be hard to regain that momentum. I was really hoping I'd stay with Sally there and, you know, gain a whole bunch of places with him. But look at all these guys just extending to Germany and back. It's absolutely ridiculous. The regular corner cutting rules, these guys are taking to their full potential, it seems. I ran into the back of Arav. Arav runs into the back of Aeterno. It's all just carnage here in this Austrian Grand Prix. We're going to go for a dive on Arav up the inside into turn 3. Surprise move, even for you guys. Well, that was a bit sloppy, it must be said. It was a desperate move. I needed to get the position on Arav. I felt like I had the pace. I needed to get past him and catch up to the next group of guys, but it's just not falling that way, is it? We go around the outside of Arav. I think that's job done. It's P9. But I think the damage has already been done. Look at the air gap to the next group of guys. There's only 2 laps left after this one. So it looks like we're not set for a good bunch of points in this one. And indeed, that is the case. Last lap of the Grand Prix, we catch up to FNG. And do we get him? No, we do not. So it's P9. P7. How are these people getting penalties? The only penalties that are on are corner cutting, which is absolutely crazy. Aeterno has been absolutely blown up at the final corner, so he'll be having words with whoever took him out. No idea who it was, but that was episode 3 of Veloce Squad Sprint. It seems like the driving standards have gone out the window a little bit in this one, which is a shame. I was on the rough end of the stick when it came to the incidents. I dealt out a few of my own to Primero, predominantly at turn 1 on the first 2 races. Then I no-scoped myself at the Wall of Champions, so I didn't do myself any favors today in terms of points. But that was the set of episodes. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
Yes, boys. The content creators strike back.
Oh wait, shit! Tom, you won, didn't you?
Yes.
Holy shit! GG.
Tom just
Sally is still in to win a race.
Yep, I'm literally fucking Nick Heidfeld of this fucking
Race
series.
winners of this series are James, Bonnet, Danny, Photon, Ben, Storm, and Tom. And you
Every
still got
fucking time I'm second, there's someone 4 seconds in the fucking lead.
Get me on the roster, fam.
Storm, I'm so sorry. Why was he not there? Fucking.